Welcome back here to Midday Kentucky. We love having Dr. James Stillwell back on the show, licensed pastoral counselor. You always give us some great tips to tackle life.
Super, thank you.
Today we're going to be talking about how focus can impact our lives. And sometimes we think we're focused, but we're not, or we're focused on the wrong things. That's what we're going to talk about today, right?
Yeah, we focus too much on ourselves, and we're focused too much on the negative. We're focused on little things that most people don't care about. You know, we get kind of a mental loop going of everybody's looking at this stain on my shirt or whatever, you know, and instead of just relax, be yourself, and let yourself be there. Just let yourself be instead of trying to seem a certain way.
So is self-perception also self-defeating then? Is that kind of what you're alluding to with this?
Oh, it can be. Yeah, because if we're just focused on ourselves and we're obsessed about that, then we're going to miss life.
Especially if you're focused too much on the negative.
Then that's what we tend to do. Yeah, we have this negative voice playing in our head all the time, a critical voice. And so we're missing life because we're too focused on what people really don't care about, and it's about self-image and those kind of things.
So what are some things that you think people focus on too much that maybe we can flip that into a positive and focus on something else? Like maybe instead of focusing on our image or our looks, what's something we should be focusing on?
Well, see, that's just it. And I think for me, if I don't rush through life and I just relax and breathe and move through life where I allow myself to interact with others, that my focus is going to be on them. And not so much on what I think they're thinking about me.
Oh, okay.
You know, and because a lot of times we assume that what I'm thinking about, you're thinking about. And so then I'm offended that you're not thinking about the same thing I'm thinking about with the same intensity.
Okay.
You know, this can get into relationship problems.
So how does a person fix that then? How do you transfer that focus over and realize that you know, you need to communicate better, I guess, with other people?
Well, as I was saying, for me, having spaces in my day so that I'm not just rushed from one thing to the next helps me to focus on what's important. You know, because if I'm always in a hurry, I'm always rushed, I'm always trying to concentrate on what somebody said that was negative or whatever, that just kind of spirals out of control. But so just take a deep breath, move through life in a way.
How do you know where you're at this fine line of maybe not having enough focus? Where if we're just kind of coasting through life, enjoying things, maybe we won't progress. How do you know if your amount of focus crosses into being negative?
Yeah, of course it's about balance. Life is about balance. But too often, what we think we just obsess on, and so we're obsessed about things that don't matter rather than just allowing life to happen. But a person that just allows life to happen, that doesn't pay attention to what's important, is kind of what you're saying. And
that can affect people negatively too. I mean, it gives off the wrong vibes. It makes you feel aloof almost.
Yeah. So either way, to remind yourself every day what's important today. What is the point here?
I like that.
You know, am I going to have a good time? Am I going to be helpful? Or am I just going to think about me and worry about what everybody else is saying about me?
Less worry, more life.
Yeah.
There we go. I like it.
Sure.
I like it. Well, all your information there is up on the screen. Dr. Stillwell, if people want to get a hold of you, are always posting these great topics over on your Facebook page and also on your website. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much for coming in. And after